Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make Instagram carousels in the Chris Do style. I will link to the Chris Do video. Um, Hold on, let me pause. Okay, here it is. This is the video, how to get 10,000 followers on Instagram per week. He grew his Instagram, he grew his Instagram from like nothing to over 200,000 using his methodology, which is to do carousels. He talks about it in this video, which I want you to go and watch this. It's under an hour, but it's really packed with a lot of information, and this is going to show you guys how to do it. This is what his well, it's not a good one. This was one of his most popular ones right here. He talks about all this in his video, so go watch that first. And then I'm going to show you how to do it in Canva. The idea is that because you're doing a carousel and you're using all 10 slides, you're going to get way better engagement. And the more engagement you get, that's what's going to give you the traction on Instagram. You're going to get more, you're going to get people clicking, swiping, and the more they swipe, the more they're going to you're going to get seen. You're going to get up into the algorithm, okay? Now, one thing he says is he's not coming up with any of this himself. But again, you've got to go watch his thing. He's not coming up with any of this himself, but he's not stealing from anyone. He takes the idea from somebody else, but then he always credits them. And he's also making all his own graphics, his own design. So when you watch me do this, I don't want you to take my stuff and use it. You never want to do that to anyone. Nor would you want to take his stuff, right? But you want to learn how to do it and do it for yourself. So I'm going to show you how I'm applying his thing to what I'm going to be teaching and what I'm going to be doing. I think it's awesome. I would, and you know how I know? Because when I started looking at his Instagram, I wanted to go and click all of them. I wanted to go see them all. Even though I'm not a designer, that's what he is. He's a designer. He's teaching designers how to make money. There's good artists borrow, right? Great artists steal. And he talks about how to give credit, right? Anyway, see, this is what's going to happen. If you create really good content like this, not only are people going to swipe through it and give you more visibility in the algorithm, and if you scroll all the way back, by the way, you'll see before this he had like nothing. So this really it did work for him. If you will do this, it's also going to make people want to follow you. Like I followed him because I'm like, ooh, I really like his stuff. I want to look at his stuff. You'll also, anyway, I'm going to do the same thing with stories. I'm going to take the same concepts that I do as the carousels, and I'm going to put them into stories with and I'm going to show you how to do that in Canva. In another video, I'm going to show you how to schedule it out in Planoly, okay? So these are the tools that I'm using. Planoly does have a little small fee every month, but actually, well, it depends on how much you do. Most likely you're going to have a fee. He recommends doing 2 a day. Now I've got 2 different accounts, so I'm probably going to do 1 a day for each account to start. And if I can get more, then I'll get more. He had a hard time doing 2 a day of these because it's going to take you a little while to learn how to design, to learn how to make it look like you want it to look and stuff. But I seriously think it's worth it. And then also you can do this on your laptop or your home computer, and then you can upload it. That's why I schedule it on Planoly, but I'll talk about that in another video. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about how to do this in Canva. Now, I've got 2 different accounts on Instagram. I've got my main account. I've got my Hair Like a Boss account, which is just for Monate. That's all I talk about on here. And what I've been doing up until now is fine. It's before and after, so it is a story, which you always want to tell stories, right? There's stories that I tell, and I just tell people's experience, and I put a call to action. I did do one. This was my first carousel that I did. Whoops, getting the wrong thing. So I did this for Black Friday just to test it out, and I thought, yeah, this is exactly what I'm going to do from now on. I like this so much better than just a single post. So my plan is to start doing before and afters, but work them into this model of a carousel. So I'm telling a story, but not just with one frame. I'm going to be telling it in 10 frames. He always recommends all 10 frames. And then I'm going to take the same stories and put them into the same carousel frames, resize them and put them into my other, I cannot talk today, and put them into the stories. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that in Canva. I'll show you that in another one. This is my current Instagram. It's fine. It's just, but why should anybody care about what I eat for breakfast necessarily? My family, you know, I want to get more into solving people's problems and helping them, um, think about what it is they're trying to solve and help offer them solutions. So that's what I want to do, telling stories in my Instagram. So I'm going to start with what I'm doing over on Hair Like a Boss, because that's where I'm going to start, and then I'm going to do the other ones later. You guys can certainly follow me and see what I'm doing. Let me show you a couple of them that I started working on. So you can see I started the Black Friday one. I started a vitamin C one, which I haven't completed yet, but we came out with our new vitamin C product. So this is something I'm going to put out. I'm going to add to my feed and link to that. I told them about that, right? So I started this, and I got this. You know where I got this idea? I got this from Inside Decoder. Inside Decoder is a great website, which I share if you're a green person. If you go to their ingredients, she has a great article in here about vitamin C. What is it? Hold on. Okay, I don't know why I couldn't find that. Ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. So she had a great article in here, but it's, to try to send someone over here, it's not necessarily the easiest thing for them to jump into immediately, even though it's a great article. She talks about, how the sailors used to have all these problems because they didn't have enough vitamin C, and then because they weren't creating collagen. It's a great article. You can go check it out. But I took the parts of this, and I am going to credit her. Because again, you can take information from people, but always credit them. Why not? You can tag them, you can link to them. They'll see what you're doing, and they feel good, right? When you tag them on Instagram. So she talks about why vitamin C is so important for your skin and why you got to put it on topically. So I started this. I didn't finish this yet, but I'll show you a little bit what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you how to do one of these. In the days of tall ships, sailors were dying of scurvy. They started bringing limes, and the scurvy was cured. Humans need vitamin C to build collagen. This is why vitamin C helps hair and skin. You have to apply it topically. So what Chris Doe says is you're always going to do everything in 10 squares, 10 slides, because that's how many Instagram gives you. He has his reasoning. It's really smart. You use 30 hashtags because they give you 30 hashtags. You use 10 carousel slides because they give you 10. So the 10 should be your repeating kind of, it's the denouement. The 8 and 9 are your climax of a story. 10 is the denouement, where you're like repeating what you told them, kind of summing up and giving them a call to action. Let me show you a couple others that I've finished, because you can see kind of how I just did it. And you can start getting ideas for what you want to do. So the first one was I did the curly girl. This is so easy to do in Instagram. So you start with Instagram. You want to do an 800 by 800 or a social media. There's an Instagram set in Instagram. It'll tell you what it is. Now I'm going to show you how. I'll walk you through this one, and then I'll show you how I did it. Oh, what do curly girls need? They need lots of moisture. Harsh detergents strip natural oils and make hair dry, but it has to be the right kind of moisture. Silicone waxes gums build up on hair and weigh the curls down. Monate does not contain any of that stuff. It does contain 15 plant-based oils. This is why curly girls get results with Monate. Take the beauty quiz. See, we're on slide 10. So we're heading into the climax here. Ta-da! That's why you get results with Monate. So I'm saying to them, you can get your curly hair back if you use Monate, because we have what it takes to be curly girl approved. In fact, I should put that on here somewhere, maybe curly girl approved. Take the beauty quiz, and I cannot talk today. Take the beauty quiz, and I'll help you get started. Link in my profile. So, what have I done? I've educated them. I've made it easy to understand. And I've gotten, even if they don't buy anything or they don't do anything, I'm getting lots of interaction from this. I'm going to get swipes, and it's going to help me. And people are going to like this, right? Isn't this so much better than just a single before and after pic? I think so. This is how I'm going to be doing my before and afters. Talk about the problems that people have and why. This one is more like, hey, why do curly girls have problems? Because of some of the products that they're using that are not working out for them. And we solve those problems, okay? Link in my profile. Now, if you haven't done this yet, this is a whole nother video, but this is the link tree. You can set this up very easily. I'll do another video on how to do that. Take the beauty quiz. Takes them right over to my beauty quiz, where I'm going to capture them, and then I can follow up with them and get their, get them the products that they need to get started. Okay, that's all this is. That's all this is. Let me show you one I just did. I just did one more, and then I'll walk you through how to do it really briefly. I did this one. Is multi-level marketing a pyramid scheme? I don't know if I'm going to put this on my personal one, or maybe I'll put it on Hair Like a Boss. I haven't decided yet, but it could go on either one. I really wanted to broach this subject because this is one of the biggest things people have, and it's an objection that they have. I really want to use these carousels, and I'm going to make videos about these too, but I want to use these carousels to help people understand, help overcome their objections, answer their objections. What are objections? They're just questions, right? Is multi-level marketing a pyramid scheme? Well, according to the Federal Trade Commission, there are two telltale signs. Inventory loading. I might want to add of a pyramid scheme. I just made these. Inventory loading and no retail sales. FTC sued Amway in 1975 for being a pyramid scheme. Amway won. Amway proved they were not promoting inventory loading. In other words, they were not pushing people to stock lots of products. And they proved they had retail sales. Read the definition of a pyramid scheme on the FTC website. Pyramid schemes are illegal. MLMs are legal. Illegal versus MLMs are legal. They're not pyramid schemes. That's it. Now, I didn't include a call to action in this one. All I did was just tell a story. You don't have to have a call to action every single one, right? And also, I can also add it in the caption. I can say something about a call to action. The reason I don't have a call to action in this one because I'm finishing up my webinar, and I'm going to be linking to that. So I may not put this one up just yet, maybe like next week or the week after, but I'll schedule it out. Anyways, so let's go back to Curly Girl. I'll show you how I did it. Here's what you do. You get the first one done. Well, let's pretend like we're starting from scratch. You're going to do Instagram post. So I just clicked on Instagram post. Now, I have the upgraded, it's like $12 or $13 a month for Canva. You don't have to use Canva. I mean, you don't have to pay for it. You can get the free version. The reason I pay for it is because I get photos. You get way more photos. That's cute. With Canva, the paid version. And you don't get them if you pay free. You have to pay. Now, they have a bunch of ones that are paid in here. Let's see. Scroll down. Oh, wait, it's free. Okay. So there's a lot of free ones, and these are great. They really are. There's lots of great images in here that you can tell stories with. Trying to find, okay, so that's $1. So see, if I were to try to use this one, I got to pay $1 to take the watermarks off. Okay, fine, right? So you decide what you want to do if you want to. Now, the thing is, all these are stock photos. You can use them. Do not, I repeat, do not just go onto Google and look for curly hair and do this. Oh, I'll just take that. No, you won't, because you will get sued. And I have gotten someone threatening to sue me. So I know that it's real. I'm not just kidding around here. You will get sued. People will come after you. Don't do this. If you want to try to search on Google, you can. If you just say, you have to set it for tools labeled for reuse. These are okay to use. Now, you're not going to find that much on here. Certainly can, but there's a lot of just stuff that isn't necessarily what you want. There's other sites on here, out here. Pexels is one. I'm starting to see a lot of people using Pexels a lot, and it's starting to slow down and get clunky. There is good stuff on here, but just so you know, you may not find what you need on here, but you can certainly do this if you don't want to pay for Canva at first. You could certainly find what you need on here, I think. The other one I like is Pixabay. Now, you can also pay for one of these services and get more stuff, but like, honestly, they have tons on, these are all free, so you can use any of these. These are totally fine. Okay. Tons of great stuff. Don't use these Shutterstock. These cost money or you'll get sued. You can use any of the ones down below. Okay. Ooh, adult content. I've never seen that before. What? I'm not clicking on that. Not clicking on that. Okay. So obviously that's, if it's not a square, you're gonna have to mess with it. That's okay though, because they have different sizes. Now the only thing is you want to pick a size that's big enough that it's not going to get pixelated, like if you picked something too small and then it doesn't stretch enough. Okay, so that's just something you have to be concerned about. Anyways, what's nice about paying for Canva is it gives you all that. You don't have to go look. It's all in here. It's really easy. Okay, so let's say I was going to do a thing about fine hair. What about balding? Let's do one that I can do. Balding. Bald. These are like really bald. Thinning hair. Just have to kind of play and see. Okay, yeah, these are good. So I can pick a nice picture of somebody's thinning hair. I can put it where I want it. Now, basic, I'm going to teach you really, really basic because I, learned all this at the ad agencies. There's the rule of thirds. See how that's, if you split this thing up into 3, 1, 2, 3, I've just taken up 2/3 of it, and now I've got a third for copy. It's an easy way to compose images. Another real simple thing is with text. So if we want to add text, you can decide whatever font you use. I recommend, and you'll go look at Christo, you'll see kind of sticking to the same, find fonts that you like and then use them consistently. Don't go all over the map and using different fonts all the time. Now he uses different ones, but you see he's using a lot the same. Okay, so find fonts that you like and kind of design looks that you like. You see Melinda doing that even. If you know Melinda, if you see what Melinda does with her graphics. Melinda Fit, she does a really good job. So he's using different stuff, but you can kind of see it feels a certain way, it looks a certain way, right? So all I'm saying is don't just do like 60 different, a bunch of different stuff, right? So you want to add your font. And then the thing is to try to make it to where it's flowing. You can change the how you're going to put it in terms of whether it's centered or left justified or right justified. I have been using this one. all caps, hair loss. And then another thing is, see how there's so much space in between there? So you can go up here and you can fix the spacing. I've been doing 99. Find what you like and then use that over and over and over. I'm going to show you how, as soon as I get done with this one, I'm going to show you how to do this where you're going to be able to just literally template this out. Oops, didn't mean to have that on there. Got hair loss. So I could do that like that. I could do it centered. That's nice. And now I can just copy it, and now I can work on the second slide. Isn't that easy? Now, another thing I could do is I can make this an educational one. That might be fun. So let's do that. I'm kind of liking the left justified. I like left or right justified depending on my design. Ooh, that's nice. So I can delete that one and I can copy it. So with this one, I'd probably want to get into what I would do is I would go Google DHT hair loss, and I would do a little learning, right? And I would figure out like, why does this happen? And I try to simplify this. See, this is already, I'm like, wait, I'm overwhelmed, right? I'm like, this is hard, I don't understand it. So if I can simplify this just like I did with the vitamin C one, hormones. So it's hormones. Okay, we know it's hormones. And so I'm not going to really complete this right now. I'm just doing this to show you guys. But this is kind of what I would do. So I'm going to go back to the photos. You're not going to find anything for hormones. Ooh, actually, that would work. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but that's, oh, that one would work too. To do that. Anyway, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them in here. Hormonal imbalance. Any of those would work. The idea really here, guys, is to tell people a story, help them understand something. What Christo says, and I really love, is you basically take sales out of your vocabulary. You're not trying to sell here. You're trying to educate and entertain people. That's it. You could also do testosterone. The idea here is I would want to tell people I might start with a hormone slide and then do another slide where I talk about testosterone, that there can be too much testosterone, and that you know, if you can inhibit the DHT, which is testosterone, you could. That's what we do. If you go and read about Monate and read about DHT. Hair 101. So, well, didn't say anything on there, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Go and do your research. Come up with some ideas. Put these into a journal. Put these onto, you know, just, you could do it in a spreadsheet, you could do it on a journal, you could do wherever. Map it out, like figure out what your 10 slides are. And you want to tell a story. So let's just pretend like we're going to talk about hormones. We're going to talk about testosterone and DHT. Really, this is as simple as talking to somebody and saying, and if you were telling them in real life, right? Well, there's this thing, it's DHT, and when you have too much DHT, you have hair loss. right? Too much DHT. So you can inhibit the DHT. Right? And you could do it with drugs or natural. Actually, you wouldn't even have to get into drugs. You can just say Monat. At this point, you can just say Monat, kind of like I did in the Curly Girl one, where I'm like, Monat does this. Monat doesn't have that. This is what you need. That this is what works. Monat does it, but it does it naturally with. So I lost my bold there. Red clover extract. Right. So then I'd have maybe a picture of. I'm telling you, they have so much stuff in here. Boom. They even have that. Cool. So I could literally, what if there was a natural way to inhibit DHT instead of a drug? Well, yeah, there is. It's called red clover extract. And Monat has it. Now we're at 7. So remember I said 8 and 9 are your climax, right? So you can say we have it. And it's totally safe. And it's natural, naturally based. And then I would just get to where I say that, I can recommend some products for you. Go take my hair quiz, go take my beauty quiz, and or message me, and I'll help you get started. How great is that? So I think you guys get the idea. This is how you do it. You don't want to use any stock photos. That's just to reiterate. You don't want to use any stock photos that will get you in trouble. You want to use clean design. The idea, see, I would make that a little smaller. The idea, it needs to be consistent, so keep the same spacing, keep the same look and feel. And the idea here is to, like, if don't, see, you want a bold, because you use the same bold. The idea is to keep it looking consistent and clean and easy and nice and pretty so that people can have a learning experience, really is what we're doing. And then finally, you're going to come up with a solution for them. This is a problem that people have. You're telling them how to solve it. And then, so let's go back to Curly Girls. Let's see, because I didn't finish that one. What the curly girls need, if you're a curly girl, you're going to I need to know what I need, right? We need moisture. They need to avoid harsh detergents. And this isn't perfect. I could probably do this better, but the point is start. Remember what Chris Do said? Your first video is going to suck. Your first Instagram carousel is going to suck, but do it anyway, and you'll get better over time, right? I've got on 7, I start to get into the solution. On 9, there's the climax. And 10, call to action. Want to get involved? Want to solve your problem? I can help you. So that's it. I hope this helps. Like I said, it's really not hard, but go watch Chris Do's video first. And do not copy each other. Do not steal from each other. Come up with your own look and feel, your own design, your own stuff. And I think you guys are going to have amazing success with this. I think we can all do it together. I'm going to be teaching this in a longer format. This is going to be one of the things that I teach in my upcoming social media class, but this is a start. Okay, that's it.